Hello and welcome to the Non-Fungible Creator Show. This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible today and Non-Fungible tomorrow. And today we are so happy to have the philosopher here. He is the council member from the Metaverse DAO on NEAR. He's also a historian of the Metaverse, and he's also a storyteller in the Metaverse. And he is also an NFT artist and a real PHD philosopher. So how are you, the philosopher?
Oh, I'm very good. Thank you, Non-Fungible, for calling me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to see you, and thank you for appearing on camera so people could finally know who's behind, that punk, right? So
Yeah.
thank you for being here, and can you tell us more about your background?
Yes, I can. I'm a real PhD philosopher. I teach philosophy in a university in Amazon, near the Amazon River. So it's very interesting. We have many students that are descendant from indigenous people. So it's awesome. I am also an artist, a traditional artist. I work with assemblages, a golden assemblages. One of my investigations is to research the role of the golden color when we put them in assemblages. So I like to work with that. And this conceptual frame talks about the nature of art, the reproducibility, and some concepts of Walter Benjamin, a philosopher. And I have also some other kinds of assemblages, like the one in this side that we have a photo there about a baby that was sent to a Navidad contest scene. So it is a critic to how we treat people that are not mainstream, people that are undervaluated. So I generally work with these kinds of art. I work with some museums in Brazil. I already exhibited at Bella Bienal, that is a Bienal of European and Latin America contemporary art, in some important museums and cultural places in Brazil, and also in Finland. So you can check my art through Ava Galeria, and also through Non-Origin, and through Binaria Galeria. Binaria is an interesting project, indeed. Sorry for talking so much about
No,
it,
no,
but Binaria is
yeah.
an interesting project. It's from a galleries I know a long time, and he's developing also a metaverse. It's interesting, a metaverse from Binaria for Binaria artists. So there is some galleries there, and he was the one who introduced me to this word.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Yeah, out of curiosity, why do you choose to study philosophy, and why do you choose to teach philosophy?
Oh my God, this is a nice story. I was always interested in religious stuff. Since I was a child, I asked myself about is there a God? What happens after we die? Is there a soul? Can we continue to living? And this kind of is there a meaning for life? And I tried to find this in many religions. I was a Catholic, I was a Baptist, I was Mormon, I was a monk of Dakshina Tantra Yoga, and an occultist, and so many things, until I started to read philosophy, and I saw that for me, only a rational explanation could convince myself of the truth. So no book could tell me the truth, because I've read so many books with so many different stories. So for me to have any truth, I could have to look for myself rationally. Unfortunately,
Mm.
I'm studying for almost 15 years or more, I don't remember, and I still do not have an answer about these questions, but I feel I'm near an answer. With philosophy, I feel I am less ignorant than I was before. I thought I'm still ignorant of the answer.
Yeah, I
So
think
I
we all
was
have a
into
lifetime.
philosophy when I saw the possibility of studying something that will lead me to truth. and I could get a living from that. So, my God, I can study something, try to answer the truth, and I will teach this to someone, and this will pay for my living, for my house, for everything. That's a nice job, I thought.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I think that's a very great question. I mean, a great answer to that. So, my question would be, how do you get into Web 3.0? You know, from a philosopher, how do you get into the metaverse, the blockchain, and NFTs?
It's all starts with the art. I have a friend called Gustavo Martes from Binaria, that is also my gallerist, and we start very very close. So when he opened Binaria, I was one of his first artists to join, and Felipe De Vicente was another artist to join too. So we are very near, and we start to talk about art. And this talk about art, we made a group talking about investments. So we start to invest in stocks and this kind of thing. And he introduced us to the crypto world and Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So we start to invest in cryptocurrencies. And one day he told us, "Oh, do you know that is NFTs?" Oh, no, what is NFTs? And he showed me the word, and he started showing me so we start to produce pesos NFTs, and then I start to look for myself for other NFTs, for other platforms, and as soon I got to the metaverse.
Mm. Yeah, because I am showing the screen right now, and then you see these different type of voxel art that you created. So how do you started this? Like, do
Oh,
you learn this
some
on
of
your own?
them. Some of them are mine, some of them are not. This is a brand I created, and many of these NFTs were not created by me. They were created by some designers that worked with me. Like the alchemist Gus, he works with me. He works with other people too, and Egg Lion, and many others. Rafaela Nóbrega, and we have some things from Was and Simon. And I from these wearables, many of them I built the story for them. So I think I was a wearable brander, and at the same time I was always a storyteller, because I used to me myself to write to mint for these designers. So I wrote the story too for many of these wearables that they produce. So I was working with this, but without realizing that I was doing this.
Ah, no wonder you say you are a storyteller in the metaverse because you have a story behind all these NFTs.
Yes, many of them are part of the story. You can see the mermaid and the triton. They are part of the Atlantis story that we are building on CryptoVoxels. So I start to think that building wearables are more than producing pieces of art to be used by avatars. It is this, and also to build a part of the story of our metaverse. We can build through this and make integrated stories by these wearables. So I
Oh,
think from the beginning I was doing this, and maybe I'm doing now, but more officially.
yeah. So, talking about wearables, talking about CryptoVoxel, I know that you now are working for CryptoVoxel. So, big congratulations. And I
Oh,
do know
thank
that you
you.
have a story behind that. Can you share us more about how you started in CryptoVoxel? How did you
Yes.
buy your first parcel?
Oh, it was very interesting. Maybe in April from the last year, I was invited to one of the OT's parties that was that happened in a place called Purple Valley in CryptoVoxels. He's a Brazilian artist that is very successful on our origin and in many other places. Very known on CryptoVoxels together with Marlos, that is a landowner, also very known CryptoVoxels, and on Brazilian community that sponsored many of our exhibitions. And I was in the party, and the first time I was in the party in Metaverse, one of the OT's parties, I thought, my God, this is the real place of NFTs. This is the house of NFTs. NFTs have utility in this world. Now we can use NFTs to build structures, to build art galleries, to exhibit in art galleries. And I was just amazed, in love with this word. And I started to think, my God, I have to be in this world too. And soon I learned that a parcel is expensive. And for us Brazilians is even more expensive because there is a currency difference between real and dollar that are our currencies, and it's super expensive dollar for us. So for buying my first parcel, I have to take all my savings and ask for my family for more resources. And I had a crypto boss in that time, that is Crypto Hamsters, that a friend that I liked too much, that helped me too with some ETH for me to buy my first land. And then I bought my first land. Now I got so happy. I could realize so many things, and I started to work with parties on CryptoVoxels. And we were a team, me, the Alchemist, Gus, and Wasn't Simon. Wasn't Simon were our DJ, and we worked together for a long time making parties on CryptoVoxels. And some time we got in touch with Near. And we start to build parties to Near, and we start to enter inside Near protocol. And by this, we start to develop many other things inside Near protocol. Now, Wasn't Simon is a council member of a DAO called Nomad Label that is developing lots of interesting artists. So things are developing pretty fast in a pretty interesting way. I think in the case of Near trust us a lot, and we could build many good things with them.
Yeah, and I think it's very amazing.
Let me return to CryptoVoxels.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I know there's some delay, but I was just gonna say that it's so amazing how you started out with one parcel, but recently I saw you tweeting saying that you have 7 parcels now. So that is just. So going back to your story, what was it about CryptoVoxel? How do you get 7 parcels within 1 year?
Yeah, I just on CryptoVoxels, I have some more ETH that I earned from other means, like selling wearables and this kind of thing, and I just bought some parcels on Substrata. And I saw some possibilities of buying some parcels on Substrata. And I like to be in more than one word. I like this idea of having an inter-word gallery. That is a gallery that exists on CryptoVoxels, on Substrata, on Decentraland, on many other words. So when I saw the possibility of buying some parcels on Substrata, I thought, oh, it's now. I'm just expanding now. I'm building some galleries there, and I bought these parcels. And when the primary market was over, some I put a big price for these parcels, because I thought if I sell this one day, it will be for a good price, because we will build something on it, and this building will justify the price. And then I saw that some whale bought all of my lands, and I got like 8 ETH, and I started, oh my God, let's buy more lands. And then I started to buy more land from CryptoVoxels, more land from Substrata. Now I have I had 7 lands from CryptoVoxels. Now I sold one for a project that I'm building for 1 year, and I have 6 now, and almost 20 lands on Substrata. So I have 18 lands on Substrata, but some people that bought my land did not ask for the land on Substrata, so they are on my control too. So if I count my land and the land the people that bought but did not ask them on Substrata yet, I may have 25 lands under my control on Substrata. So I'm pretty happy with that. And maybe I can do things
so crazy
that I could not do before, because when I bought my first land, my intention was, I know CryptoVoxels and Metaverse land are expensive and that Brazilians cannot pay for that. And my intention was to sublocate it and sell some NFTs to people in order for them to be able to exhibit in the galleries and submit wearables, something like that. So people would pay for what I pay for the land and would be able to use the land. So, but it did not work very well, because people in Brazil do not have this kind of like 0.1 ETH to invest. They are very worried to remove to trade crypto for fiat in order to pay for the daily activities. So to ask for that, it was too much. So when I got so many lands, I could provide for people for free. So now I ask people, oh, do you want to come to my land? Please come, build whatever you want. I'm trying to develop some Brazilian friends. I have some friend called Beco Pro that is building a parcel on Substrata, some cactus, some cacti stuff. He builds many cacti. So it's interesting what he's going to do there. So now I can provide for people that cannot have the parcels for their own. So I can do the same thing that one day some people did for me. Because when I got to CryptoVoxels, I did not have money to buy a land, but Kirpatic and many others helped me to get land in order to build more stuff, to build my stores. So I'm very grateful to all these people, Hyperspec and Pattern Base with Voxwalk and Pacau. Pacau is a great friend that let me help you. And I saw that MetaCat bought Pacau lands and let all my things be there as they were. So I'm very grateful to MetaCat too. They are wonderful people. So I think Metaverse, at least CryptoVoxels, is full of beautiful people that want builders to come and that want to give free land for you to build if you want. If you are part of the community, you have to be part of the community to participate, to build things together. So I think these people from Metaverse are very cool people that want to build stuff together. But do you know something very, very funny that when I came to Metaverse happened to me? I didn't know what was the Metaverse. Was in the party, and one friend of mine, a dear friend, he had an avatar that was pretty scary. It's like a clown with some things like that, and I say, oh my God, is he a serial killer? Is he? Am I in the deep web and people will steal all my data? My God! So I was deeply afraid of anything on Metaverse, and I was afraid from my own friend because he was deeply scary. So I took some 1 month maybe in order to calm down and see, oh no, it's a good place, the people are cool, the people are good. So for the people who are entering the Metaverse and got a pretty scary, it's not the deep web. You can be okay. It's a place. It's a nice place full of wonderful people. If you are in CryptoVoxels, you are in a place full of artists that want to develop a community. So that's it. And now,
And absolutely, yeah.
ending the story, I start to have many parcels on CryptoVoxels and on Substrata, and I start to develop stories for the wearables that were being minting under my brand. And also I start to pay some artists in order to develop wearables for me to build stories for them and to mint them. So many of the wearables that I'm minting now were developed by Egg Lion, and Egg Lion sold me in order for me to build the story and mint them. So I start to build a story. I went to scarcity when BitPixie. This is a main point. When BitPixie start to building scarcity, and the story of the gnomes that the gnomes live in scarcity and things like that. I got pretty excited because I saw that we could build more than a story for a wearable, but we could build a story for the entire world, or at least at the beginning I thought a story for the entire island. But now I think a story for the entire world, for all the islands. Now we can have something really huge, and that everybody can participate. Everybody can give us a piece of the story, build a piece of the story, and start to build this lore with us. So now, because I start to build this story because I start to build the story. CryptoVoxels, yes, we have the origin story. Because we start to build this story, CryptoVoxels was hiring, and I submitted to them, and I show, oh, I'm building stories to CryptoVoxels. I want to keep building it. I love CryptoVoxels because it is my home, and what do you think? And they said, oh, wonderful, let's do it, philosopher, and we start to work together. And that we
Okay.
are doing this wiki with Ciel. Ciel started to build it, and there will be links for every island, and we will build the story for every island. We just build the origin story that is a little bit also about scarcity, and we will be together. Pastel is a new island that is coming, and that is a story already for it, not in the wiki, but in our heads. Soon in wiki.
Amazing. Amazing. Like how you started out with, one parcel and how you have to ask someone to help you. You were able to build so much within 1 year and by just engaging with the community, right? And now you're giving
Yes.
back to the community and trying to uplift the Brazilian community. Last time I had the honor to interview Gustavo as well. And then he said, thanks to the philosopher, he introduced me to, the Near protocol. We have now funding to do things. My life has really changed. So it's just so beautiful. I mean, like a lot of people, when they talk about the metaverse, they just focus on Facebook, Sandbox, or other very commercial metaverse, right? But in CryptoVoxel, because the community is so close together, because there's just so many beautiful stories, it's amazing. As you said, Metacat, right? KC came to my show, CK came to my show as well, right? It's just so beautiful. Everyone is so tightly knitted. Everyone knows each other. Everyone is trying to uplift each other. Even BitPixie, was uplifting, was uplift as well. And so, yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Like, I think a lot of our audience have a lot to take in. It's a wonderful story. So moving forward, I'm just curious about the Near protocol because I know this show is partly sponsored by the Near protocol, and I have it here. Can you tell us more about the Near protocol, and can you tell us how you created a DAO and how the DAO was able to fund you and help you build more stories in the metaverse?
Yes, Near protocol is an interesting protocol inside Near blockchain, and Near blockchain is a blockchain that wants to grow. So that wants to grow through the funding of communities. So what we thought that is a green blockchain that has a relation with Ethereum. Since we have Rainbow Bridge, so we can bridge to Ethereum and go back. So it is an interesting thing, and it is super green in the sense that minting costs almost nothing. The cost of transaction is, oh my god, less than 1 cent of dollar. So but I think the main interesting thing from Near for us artists is that there are Near sponsors a community of creators, and this community of creators are composed by many DAOs. And these DAOs are also sponsored by Near to make creative things on the block and on the blockchain in the Web3. So what happened? When we got into Near, we start to develop projects for other DAOs, like party projects. I have this, exactly this land, and we start to build parties in this land for Mint-based DAO, for Africa Burn DAO, for other DAOs that were in Near protocol. And as we work with Metaverse, and I am a philosopher, and I see, I always see the great possibility of us being building a history now. We are in a very initial moment of Metaverse, so everything we are building now is historical. So I thought, why should we not have a DAO there in order to record, to stimulate and record this story, the history of Near on Metaverse. So the idea of this DAO is to produce events on the Metaverse and to record events on the Metaverse produced by this DAO and by other DAOs from Near, in order for them to be a center for future research. So we want to have an educational part where we this is the building of the gallery where we want to exhibit Near artists, but below this floor we have an educational center where we have a magazine that we publish every month, and we have the magazine. We have also the servers there with a lot of information about Near, the servers, and a store inside Near Mint Base where we can. The store is in the other side, near the wearables. Yeah, this with photos. We have a store there too, where we mint NFTs from the historical events. We used to put prices like 1,000 years because we do not want anyone to buy it. We want to keep it as historical, but now we do not put any price. We just record it for historical reasons. So we have this DAO in order to keep the history of Near on Metaverse. So this is our intention. We have many, and to exhibit Near on in another blockchain for people from Ethereum. This is Metaverses from Near. We have 3xR, that is a kind of galleries that you can mint the gallery and enter inside the gallery. It's very interesting, and you can use as proof of attendance. You can use as a gallery itself, and when you sell the gallery, you do not sell the works that are inside. You just produce royalties for the artists that you are using the works to produce the gallery. It's very interesting. And you have also the Near Hub place. We are going to produce a Near Hub place for us. That is a place made with Mozilla Hub, if I'm not wrong. We are producing one for us. It's not ready yet, but we are making a link between these two parcels, one on Ethereum and one on Near blockchain.
Wow.
It will be pretty interesting.
Yeah, really interesting. There's a lot of development with the Near protocol. And
let me just tell one more thing about Near, because it could be interesting for people that if you are a creator and you have a unique project, because DAOs to be funded on Near have to be a unique mission and not that no other DAO have. So if you have a unique mission and if you want funding to build your project and if you want to try Near, please come to us, talk to us, and maybe you could develop a DAO and ask for funding from here in order to develop your projects. So we are very open. There are many kinds of funding, not just for DAOs, but even grants. So Near want to expand the community.
yeah, I mean that's amazing because not only you could use your skills to build, on the metaverse, you are also being paid and awarded by helping you to build this. And I know you are a full-time philosopher, so I gotta ask you a philosophy question about the metaverse. Okay, so as a philosopher, what do you think about the metaverse?
I think that the metaverse, that is good things and bad things about the metaverse. One good thing is that you can really enjoy your true identity. You can think about the transgender person that can really use an avatar that the person can feel well, then can feel welcome. So you can really be whoever you want to be. You are not more a slave from your body or from your conditions. You can build your own conditions in order to have your own identity. So you can be yourself. This is pretty good, but we also have to be careful because we cannot lose ourselves in that word, in the sense that we are just inside this world and we forget the physical reality, because in the physical reality we have politics, we have our real life, our dear ones, and some things are really important as our time and our friendship and love. And these are maybe the most important things we should care about. And I thought the metaverse is beautiful, and I feel I want to be there all the time. We also want to be with our loved ones because time is precious and limited. So
You could
these, I think, are the main aspects of metaverse. One good and one bad that we should take in considerations when we think about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that you could be anything you want, but not a clown that looks like a serial killer that spooks you out.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Please don't be a
Or else I'm
clown that's
scared.
like a serial killer. I will be scared.
So before we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to share to the audience who is watching?
Yes, that is something that I want to mention, that we are here. And the people that are here after this great year of 2021 are people that want to keep building a community. Many people left, and because they are all only trying to be in the NFT world for commerce, to buy and sell stuff in order to get profit. Profit is good, but must not be our main intention. Our main intention must be to develop a community, to develop the future. So what I would like to share with people, and I'd like to let as a final note is we are now in the beginning of everything. So let's try to build a community. This is the most important thing we are doing now, is building a community, building the NFT world, building something that is going to become history in the years to come. So think about that. Don't give up our community. Don't think about our community of just commerce. Think about being a part and being a member and develop it. This is the most important.
Yeah, and I think that being a member, being taking part in this, and helping other people, goodness will come to you, right? Like how you are, you started out, you become interactive in the community, and some well spot bought your parcels and you have 8 ETH, and now you're able to give back to other people and also use it to help yourself as well. So I think that's a beautiful thing. Before we end, so how can our viewers support you or participate in what you were talking about?
Oh yeah. So if you want to support us by, for example, creating a piece of the story, please submit your wearable to my collection, or submit your story to the wiki as a piece of the story. Submit to us, make it a blog and publish it. Tag us on Twitter. We will publish your story too, retweet it. We want to bring the stories from all the creators all together. So if you want to be part of it, just start writing it. I just received a message from a friend that is starting to build a story from a piece of the story I wrote, and he asked me, "Oh, can I write about it?" Oh, of course, my friend, write whatever you want. We will bring everything together. We want that the people build with us this story. So if you want to take part, build the story with us. If you want to support us, please go to the Philosopher brand store, buy some wearables. Some of these wearables will produce some other designers that will receive part of the profit too. So we will help them too. And if you want to see more of my art, you can see my NFTs on Origin, and they are my conceptual frames. And that's it. But the main important thing is be a part of the community. Try to help other people as long as you can. Try to help yourself too. But if you can, try to help other people too.
Thank you so much, the philosopher, and it's a pleasure having you here. Yeah. So that's it for our show today, and thank you so much.
Oh, thank
Bye
you too, my friend.
bye.
Love to be here. Bye.
Yeah, bye.